Hello everybody, it's Saturday morning here and I basically just finished watching Anne's video on her 52 tags challenge for the year, and this is week 4 and it's a simple one this week. It's fly stitch. Well, I'm saying simple, that's all it is, fly stitch, nothing else, just a tag full of fly stitch. She did say if you wanted to use an embroidery hoop, you could use an embroidery hoop. So I thought I would try it. I haven't used a hoop in years and years and years. This hoop here I found at the when I was thrifting. It is slightly warped. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap there. So what I've done is I've pulled my fabric quite taut, and I've just used a bit of fabric glue to glue it to the outside to help it stay there. It is a second-hand hoop. I bought it to make a craft project with, not to actually embroider in, but I thought, well, I'll give it a try. I have traced the outline of my tag, as you can see there, and I did put where the hole is going to go as well. I've got these threads here. This one's a really lovely one. It's a pearl cotton by the look of it. These are all found at the op shop for just a few cents. And this is one that Angela sent me recently. So I thought I would stick to some fairly neutral colours in my threads and go for this beautiful linen fabric for the fabric base. This was an old skirt. So doing a little bit of recycling. I have some thread and I thought I'd just start from the bottom, and I am going to start just inside of my line there, because as you can see, that's the exact size of my tag, and I will be cutting it on the inside of the line, so I have to make sure my stitching is fairly I might come in a centimetre perhaps. Oh, now I've got to, okay, so we're coming up through our linen. We're kind of hooping it around like that. I don't know if I'll be able to use the hoop. I'm just not used to it. I'm used to having, see, you can't really, you have to take it all the way down like that, and then it might be more awkward. And then like that there. I'm not sure what I want to do here, but I'm just going to put that in there, and you can make them any size you want to make them. So we'll just start off with that to start with. Another reason I'm using fairly neutral threads is so that I don't see the threads going from one thing to another on the other side, if you understand what I mean. How am I going to do this now that I've started? So I'm going to do a row down the bottom, I think, to start with. Just the same sort of thing. Trying to keep them fairly even. I think that's even. It's a bit hard to see actually. I hope so. So you kind of got to catch it like that. It's not very even at all. I don't think I want it that uneven. And they are easy to take out. Okay, so bring that down a bit there, like that, I think, and up, back up into that same one. think that looks, yeah, that's better. Okay, now these, I think I will have them going at different lengths. And this is a very simple one to start with, but I have an idea of what I want to do, so I'll just keep going along with this, and once I've gone across the whole thing, I'll come back. Okay, so I've just gone across the bottom there like that, and now I'm going to come back, but I'm going to do it in between, I think, now. So I'll come up like that, I'll go down like that, and then I don't know if this is better in the hoop or not better in the hoop, but I'm going to, I think that's about right. It's a bit hard to see. Come up like that, see, in between, like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go down, and then like that. We'll do a couple of little stems on this one. And then we come in that. Like that. See that? I hope I'm in shot there. And then down. And then again, perhaps. That. And then like that. Okay. Okay. Can you do it upside down, I wonder? Rather than having to take my thread all the way down here. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll just keep going the way we're going. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do the same sort of thing going across once again, and then I'll be back. Okay, scrap that idea. I've just pulled it all out. I didn't want it like that. I wanted to have like a little garden effect, and it was upside down. So I'm going to start here. My tag shape is upside down now. I'm doing it upside down. I'm going to start about here, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but I'm going to do it upside down. Like that. Luckily, it's a very easy stitch to pull out, so it didn't damage the fabric or anything like that. So I'm going to do it so that it goes up like that. Okay, I'm going to go all the way along and do exactly the same thing as I just did a minute ago, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have done that. You can see I've come back and done it in a lighter colour and done a couple of stems like that, and I'm just going to finish that one off. And this is a bit tricky. You kind of got to just take a thread at the back there, because you don't want to be seeing your knot. On the other side, unless there's a better way to do this, like that. And then just kind of knot it off like that, which is not too tight, and then finish it. I'll just leave a little tail on there. There we go. I might come back again and do an even smaller one in between all of those, with maybe more little stalks. And like they're single stems, the first ones I did, and then you just keep going in a line if you want more. Anne shows you all of this on her video. She shows you how to do the little fly stitch. She is left-handed, but I don't think that, you know, that makes it any more difficult to see what she's doing. I think it's quite easy to see what she's doing, no matter what hand you are. There we go, we got it. Okay. I hope everybody's had a really good week this week. Wherever you are in the world. We got some heavy rain at the beginning of the week, but it's been fine the last few days, not too hot. I went out through the week. It's my son's last week, full week at home. He goes back to school next Wednesday after his school holidays, and they've gone so quickly. Okay, turning it upside down. I don't want to get too close to the outside because is that too close? Maybe I won't start on the outside there. Maybe I will start here on that one. Now these ones I'm going to make smaller. And I think that's the whole idea, to use the stitch and just see what you can do with it, and just only use the fly stitch this week. At least they're the guidelines anyway. And see what effects you can get from it. So just doing the little one in between the bigger ones. I think that might be nice along there. And I kind of, I don't know what you call it, I forgot the name. I've stepped all the stems. I decided I didn't want them in a straight line after all, and I've stepped them. So I'll go ahead and put some little ones in here, and then I'll be back. All right, so I've done the little stitches down the bottom there. And now I'm going to do something up the top. I've got a button. I'm not going to be leaving the button on there permanently, but I use eyelets in my tags, so I want to put a button where my eyelet will be going so that I don't stitch too close to it, and then take it out afterwards. So this is just a temporary button here. I'll put it in firmly though, so that it doesn't move around too much. Okay. Oops. I'll just tie it to that. Okay, and I'll leave quite the tail on that just so I know that needs to come out. So I'll put a button there. I've got a different thread. This one's a lovely thread. It's really, really shiny. It's Anchor Pearl Cotton. I think it says 12. It's really, really pretty. So I think I'll start off with that one. And go around the button. I think the more you would play with it, the more creative you would get with this sort of stitch. Like at the moment, I'm just basically doing what Anne was doing, just something simple, but I think the more you do it, you would get a lot more creative. That's my son in the background, so I've got to be careful because that's the edge of the tag there, so I don't want to be going above the line of that button, I don't think. So I'm just going to perhaps start here and using the button as some sort of guideline. I'm going to come out this way, about there, and then over there, like that, and then coming back and going in that hole there. I'm going in the hole that I went in for that one there, and trying to keep these perhaps about the same size. As best I can, like that. I don't think these stems need to be exactly the same size. I think it's nice if they're probably a bit staggered. We'll see. We'll see. Up like that. Down. Down. And think that's going to be all right. I just need it to be a little bit even there, that's all. Okay. Like there. Okay, I think that's a bit more even than before. Okay, now what? Now we might just go in between here and here, like that, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So coming out in between now, I think that's what I'll do. And I'll go and do that in between these ones here as well, and then I'll be back. So that's done there in that thread, and I've got a finer white, where is it, that one I'm using now, and I think I'll come in between those as well. I seem to change my mind a lot on this one. Where am I coming from? Maybe we'll start here and just have a little play and see what happens. It's a finer thread than this one down the bottom. Oops, almost hit the camera. Like that. I'll have to do something here as well. Or maybe I'll do some curved ones around there. Maybe some really tiny ones if I can. That might be interesting. Just trying to get these angles kind of pleasant to the eye. Okay, one more here. That, like that, and like that. so that's halfway, and I'll do the same on this side going up there. So I've gone ahead and I did 2 curved rows there. You know, it's so tempting to go and put some little French knots in the center of all these stems. The whole idea, I think, this time around is to see what you can do with just one stitch. I do have to remove my button. I hope that looks all right when it's removed. Well, it's just the way it is, isn't it? What I thought I might try, though, is... I think I've got... If I recall... I've got a metallic thread here. Oh, it might look a bit gaudy, we'll see. It's a gold metallic thread. And I'm wondering whether... I mean, I can only try, can't I? I'm wondering whether... See, I would have used white linen, but I thought the threads would show through from the back too much. I wonder if I can use a little bit of metallic in the middle of all these little stems. Where's the... I do. What was I going to do? I was going to try and do tiny weeny little ones inside of here, wasn't I? Like a flower head type thing. So, like that. And then be careful because they kind of split a bit, don't they? I don't know what that will look like. We'll find out. It's not exactly straight, but I don't want to fuss around too much with the metallic thread. That's the thing. It might work. We'll go ahead and do it. Oh, look at this. Goodness. See, I can't take it backwards because I don't want to unthread the needle again. That one's a bit crooked. They're meant to be flowers, but flowers aren't all the same, are they? Okay. Little tiny one down here. Be careful not to pull other threads as well. Like that, okay. That looks a bit strange. It's okay, it's only a baby one, that one, isn't it? Alright, well, I think I'll go ahead and do this just to add a little bit of difference to it. Okay, that's done. It's like a little flower garden. It's actually a very simple design this time around, I think. I hope this knots up all right at the back here for this, because I'd hate that to come undone. I'll just do a couple of stitches around other bits as well, I think. There, let's save that. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay. So, I will have to press it. I should have pressed it beforehand, but I forgot. I need to take this button out. Where is it? I think that's it there. Might do it from this side. There we go. Take the button out. Like that. And like that. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I can always add if I want to. Right, see where I glued it to keep it taut? I can just peel that off now. And it's not, like I said, it's not the best. I could probably just, there we go. Okay, it's not the best hoop at all. There's my there. Should I press it? I've got, this is my lovely pressing mat that I got before Christmas, and I also got this before Christmas as well. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't needed to use it. I've been using the big one. But I specifically, who did I see? Susanna had this. It's a bit dusty. It's been sat down there waiting for me. Susanna had one of these, and I thought, well, that's lovely. And I'm so glad I got it before Christmas, because I noticed one for sale the other day, and it's so much more expensive. This here, and I got mine on sale last year. Let's see if we can. Oh, it does get hot quick. Okay, I might need to just try it on the corner here first, I think. Now, I didn't put water in it. Oh, isn't that cute? I didn't put water in it. Oh, that works quite well, doesn't it? Simply because I don't want to steam it. And that's only on medium, and I think that is quite alright, because I do not want to be ironing. Maybe I'll put something over it. That might be a good idea. We'll do that. I don't want to melt the metallic part of it. I just want to get that big crease out that's going right through the middle. Which I seem to have done all right. Okay, it is linen. It's not meant to be wrinkle-free. There we go. I think that will be fine. Let me just turn this off now. Okay, so that's that. And now I'll cut it out. I may cut it out I'm wondering whether I should use the pinking shears for this. Let's have a look what that will look like. That might be the best idea for this so that it doesn't fray. The only thing with using the hoop, look at all the fabric you have to cut through to get to it. Okay. Oh, can't see. Okay, that's better. Now I can see a bit. That. That. And that. Okay, so there's my little tag. I could just see how that fits. Where is it? Here it is. Have I got little dots? I've already got little dots on that one. Oh, I think I'd done that so that as a guide. Okay, so that's how that will look. I do need to do my hole. Oh, I hope that's in the right spot. Yeah, it looks fairly good. Looks fairly good. Like that. Okay, I'm going to go and shall we sew it on here? Is that, I don't think that's enough. Max? The only thing I need, oh gosh, Jeanette, come on. The only thing I do need to be careful of with my sewing is the hole. I just need to make sure it doesn't go straight through my hole. For my eyelet, see there? It's just above my hole. That way I'm not going to break it. You're making this look hard, Jeanette. There, in the totally wrong spot. And I really don't mind having a little thread showing on the other side. It doesn't worry me. I mean, it's slow stitching. It's all about the stitches, isn't it? Little stitch. Oh, okay. I'm running out of battery. I will put a photo of it at the end of the video because I really don't want to have to take the time to recharge all the battery and everything just to finish this off. Come on. Get in there. Didn't want to go in. got a knot behind there from the other thing. There we go. No, no, making a mess. There we go. Straight up through there. And straight down again. And go like that. Go like that. I feel like I'm making a mess of every single stitch today, to be honest. There we go. Maybe it wasn't the day for stitching, but it's done now.